Kevin and Graham put me at my ease. They were good fun, well informed. They'd done their homework, and they made me feel very comfortable and ask great questions.
It was great to come back. Sometimes you revisit something that you enjoyed and it's not as good, but it was better. I think we covered a lot of ground. And I think that if you're an entrepreneur, business owner in the UK, listen to this podcast. It's been a thought-provoking conversation. Great stuff.
What a fantastic, fun time we had. I didn't really expect this at all, but it was much. I forgot about the recording. I forgot about the camera, and I just enjoyed a good old chinwag with you two because it was really fun, and you made it very easy. But you did ask fantastic questions as well. Really amazing. You've obviously really done your homework, and that just made me feel really good. So thank you.
First one that felt, we haven't got a script. We're sitting there having a chat, and it's a normal conversation between the three blokes just having a chat. It's nice to talk about the things that we do for work, but I think it's been very relaxed. It's been very positive.
And loved your questions. You definitely, being on the podcast, definitely felt like you'd done your research. You asked me questions that have not been asked before. And that is always refreshing and exciting as a podcast interviewee.
So free-flowing and enjoyable, so relaxing. And the guys ensure that you deliver some value to their audience, and they clearly know who they are.
And we discussed all kinds of things. I felt very relaxed. I felt able to be myself. And they asked some great questions. So it was a really good experience.
World where each one of us start the day on what we can get. I really am so excited to find this oasis in this world where two people, they wake up and think about what they can give to each one of us that we can actually use in the next 100 days. Okay. So I really hope and wish that you guys can be cloned and this goes worldwide. Like, this is a spirit. It's like both. I love the spirit and the content of what you're doing because this is good, contagious that we need right now.
Super easy for me just to relax and laugh and not feel stodgy or like I couldn't just say whatever was on my mind. They asked great questions. And it's been a really wonderful time.
I'm absolutely flattered to be asked, to be honest. I never think of myself as being worthy of these things, but it was a great experience and great fun. It's the first podcast I've ever done, and I really, really enjoyed it. I've listened to the podcast ever since you guys started it, and I think it's superb. It's absolutely superb, and I've really enjoyed it.
Really different. I get interviewed quite a bit, and what's really, really nice is that you didn't hold anything back and went straight for the jugular. It's really nice to be asked about things that are deeply meaningful to people, and it's when you start thinking about those deep things that the answers to other questions become more meaningful themselves, more interesting. So I loved it.
This is a wonderful conversational environment where people can really connect and not just get good information, but also get to meet people on a human level, which I think is so important, especially in this COVID era where we're meeting people less in person. So it's been a very enjoyable experience.
It's really great, I think, to chat to business owners about just real life problems. I think a lot of the time there are gurus out there who have multi-million pound turnovers, and they're talking about things which aren't necessarily relating to people in everyday life running businesses in the UK, whereas I think this podcast is about actually getting to the nitty-gritty of that and actually making business owners' lives better by it.
I actually really enjoyed speaking to you. I think when I listened beforehand to prepare to come on, I was really impressed with how measured your questions are based on what people have said. And so I was looking forward to knowing that we were going to have a really in-depth conversation based on what I said, as opposed to some sort of standard list of questions that you'd pre-prepared. So thank you. It was a really lovely conversation.
This conversation with both Kevin and Graham was amazing. It was lighthearted. It was fun. It was informative. I learned about them and they learned about me. And I think anybody who has opportunity should do it.